another meltdown coverage on the Soyless Match Show. Yes! More meltdown, more power. That's right, on Tuesday we had another mental breakdown of the liberal progressives. I'll make fun of the Republicans when they have a mental breakdown, but tonight we dine in liberal hell as Bernie Sanders had the worst night he could have ever had. And it wasn't only Jen Hillier who had a mental breakdown, look at this shit.
Joining me now is filmmaker and Sanders campaign surrogate Michael Moore.
He's gonna cry.
Don't sit this one out. We won't get a chance like this again for a long time. By the way, can I just end by saying something about...
No. Oh, and look at this guy, the nephew of Jen Hillier, Hassan Piker.
I'm sorry. At this stage, calling it at this stage with a million fucking ballots that are not going to open until tomorrow morning, and he's already fucking calling it, it's not an educated guess. He's just doing it because he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm sorry. I mean, there's very high likelihood that he is right for calling Michigan this early.
And much like his uncle, with tears in his eyes and pepes in the chat, Hassan Piker left the building.
This is my little sister Valerie, and I'm Jill's husband. Oh no, you switched on me. This is my wife, this is my sister. They switched on me.
Where are you going, Hassan? No, don't leave Bernie Sanders behind.
Oh my God! Enjoy 4 more years of Trump, dipshit.
Or the anti-progressive, progressive YouTuber and Bernie Sanders supporter, Shu Head, couldn't take it anymore and had to leave Twitter. Don't go, Shu! Don't leave Bernie behind! No! And also, the biggest progressive and the biggest leader progressive, Bernie Sanders had to leave the building too. No, Bernie Sanders! Don't leave Bernie Sanders behind! And Hillary Clinton has a bigger chance of becoming the president than Bernie Sanders. Holy shit! I'll make a super cut. Or maybe not, it wasn't as funny. But today, I didn't want to leave you waiting. So here it comes, the Young Turks mental breakdown. I'll tell you the story with my commentary. The Young Turks meltdown began with Emma. Remember lovely Emma?
Joining us now is our very own Emma Biglin, who's in the Bernie Sanders headquarters in Vermont. Emma, thanks for joining us. Emma?
That's right, she came back to life. Not to be on the show again, no, but to rally the troops for Bernie Sanders.
Bernie had a terrible Super Tuesday. There's no way around it. I know a lot of you are feeling dejected, but we've got to fight. The map does not favor Bernie Sanders as of right now, but I am praying. We've got one more shot. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose to Trump. We cannot nominate this guy undergoing cognitive decline, can't remember anything, is threatening voters. He has no vision. We got one more shot, and I'm not gonna chill. I am not gonna chill.
It didn't work, nobody cared. Then, later that night, the Young Turks show began with sad news for Bernie Sanders and pleads for money. Give me money! Oh, Sanders is losing. He's losing so much. We need independent media, so give us money.
All right, well, the Young Turks, J.U. Granick was married on an amazing night. Guys, tonight might be it. Today, we got a host of states, but most importantly, Michigan and the state of Washington. If Bernie loses those, let's keep it real. He's hurt, dog. Don't ask him if he's all right. Chances are greatly diminished. Let me see the thermometer. As soon as the thermometer's up and done, I'll tell you the disastrous thing. Can we do 150 tonight? I know that's crazy, but we're going to be on air for like 1 million hours.
Yes.
Please, that would be amazing.
Reward us.
So funny.
They also talked about Joe Biden being senile and having fucking dementia.
CNN scrambles, DNC scrambles. Hey, don't let anybody talk about Joe Biden's a mental state or him getting tired. Let's get him a nice cushy little
Kuffy.
yeah, cushy.
Kuffiffy.
Cushy sofa.
Cushy sofa.
Is a kuffy.
I like it.
Oh, Shank is losing it. Oh, he has dementia. It's time for euthanasia. He's old.
You can't open an umbrella that's already in your ass.
See? This guy's a fucking lunatic. Too old to work. Kill him. And then the second part of the Young Turks show began. The election coverage that lasted like 4 hours. And it was just like the first part. Bernie Sanders is not doing well. Oh, I'm crying. We need money to have independent media. And then a meltdown. It was also probably the saddest episode of the Young Turks in their entire history. It looks so sad. Let's watch a little supercut of it together.
All right. Welcome to the Young Turks election coverage of post Super Tuesday, Super Duper Tuesday. I cannot overstate how important this night is. Being honest here, if Bernie Sanders does not win the state of Washington or Michigan, he's in deep trouble.
The AP has called Mississippi and Missouri for Joe Biden.
Yeah, Biden winning those is expected, but still important. Now we move on to the nail biters.
Okay, we do have the beginnings of results. For Michigan, right now we're at 1.25% reporting. Joe Biden is at 51.5%. Bernie Sanders at 45.2.
All right, so guys, 1.5%, not much, obviously. In our experience, when the numbers start to get real, they start to get real around 10%. So, but if this is the battlefield, if, that's not a bad start. He still has to catch him, and like coming close is not good enough. Please, everyone, donate as much as you can. tyt.com/go, and keep us sustainable. We've got to get the progressive message out.
Michigan is now at 39% reporting, and Joe Biden's lead has moved up narrowly. He's at 52.8. It just jumped up to 41% reporting, 53% basically to 43% for Bernie Sanders.
Okay, so with 41% reporting, that is definitely a real result. So in a sense, there goes Michigan again, having Bernie Sanders way outperform the polling. On the other hand, not enough.
We're gonna bring up a graphic. This is exit poll data for Missouri, breaking down age categories, and you can see that in the 18 to 44 category, Bernie Sanders gets 68% of the vote. In the 45 and older, Biden gets 71%.
The reason why you have that sharp divide now at 45, I used to say 35 in my speeches, but I've been around too long. Now it's 45, okay? Is because people over 45 watch TV. People under 45 get their information online. You can look up facts. It's the generation that grew up being able to search anything in the world. The above 45 generation goes, for the folks that are voting conservative because they watch TV and TV told them, Biden's electable, Sanders isn't. What are the policies? Shut up! Nobody's doing policy here. The polling seems to indicate that Bernie does better against Trump than Biden. Shut up! Right? We just told you Biden's electable, and we're from the mountaintop. We speak down to you from the mountaintop. Let's see how tyt.com/go is going, because boy, do we need alternative media. Because the mainstream media just potentially crushed us. 138,898. Would love to get to 150,000 tonight, guys. Absolutely imperative. tyt.com/go. John, let's check in with some states.
Okay, so again, keeping it real, radical honesty. Bernie Sanders is right on the cusp of theoretically falling below the threshold for statewide delegates. Let's go over to Missouri, where we have 16.5%. And well, it looks like that just jumped up. So, and that jump was substantive. It puts Joe Biden close to 60%.
Okay, so we're done with Mississippi and Missouri.
Remember, guys, this episode is a historic episode. For the first time in history, Jesus Christ gets mentioned on the Young Turks. After Shank discovered that Andrew Yang endorsed Bernie Sanders. Oh wait, no, I meant to say Joe Biden!
Joe Biden just received another endorsement. Andrew Yang has apparently endorsed him on CNN.
What?
Jesus Christ.
He says the math makes him the prohibitive nominee, and so he's endorsed him on CNN.
See? No, I don't hate him. Look, I don't hate Beto O'Rourke, but when Beto O'Rourke endorsed Biden, we knew that he was a mainstream hack. And that's just, it is what it is, and I wish it wasn't. I was rooting for Beto O'Rourke. I was double rooting for Andrew Yang. And if you're looking back on it, guys, you'll think, if you watch this like many years from now, like how could they not know Bernie was the good guy?
Yeah.
It's so obvious, right? It's because they're the bad guys. It's like asking, how could the Death Star not see that the Rebel Alliance were the good guys? That's because
The Death Star doesn't have eyes, imbecile.
So it was a seek and destroy mission on the Rebel Alliance and on the leader, Bernie Sanders. And they did seek, and it looks like they probably did destroy. Yeah, all right, let's talk about Bernie Sanders for a second. So, look guys, he didn't give a speech tonight. It's possible he could concede tomorrow. I would counsel him to stay in one more week. But if the debate doesn't have a knockout punch and he gets killed next Tuesday, then there's no chance, there's no hope he should drop out. There's no point in, and he knows that. If he didn't make it this time, yes, it's done.
Now mass Bernie Sanders is over. His biggest fanboy, Cenk Uygur, is morally defeated and without energy. But someone else other than me feels super powerful tonight.
I have like this, I feel empowered and I feel a lot more clarity this time around versus 2016.
And with that power, she will fight Cenk Uygur? Holy shit!
I'm feeling weird because maybe it's like that theory I have they're gonna replace Biden at the convention is like a release valve for me, so I'm not uber depressed. Like maybe it's like a psychological
coping mechanism.
self-trick.
Yeah.
Don't
coping.
rely on that.
I hate release valves.
Come on.
Politics is now crystal clear to me. No one on TV, none of the political strategists, none of the consultants knew the most simple fact about politics, which is it's branding. Most of it is name recognition, the rest of it is mass media. There are depressing facts that rise from that, but go ahead.
Okay, so you're just wrong. People do know that. I literally learned it in my political,
Then
my
why did
American
everybody think
politics
that
class
Booker and
in
Klobuchar?
my graduate program.
But then, okay, then why did everyone think that Booker could win, Kamala Harris could win, that Klobuchar could win?
Because
Obama beat Clinton.
No. Well, you tell me, who knew that Booker had a 0% chance?
Look,
Not one person.
The point that I'm trying to make is there's a bunch of morons like Democratic strategists who have no fucking idea what they're doing. So I'm not talking about them. This is something that political scholars have been writing about in the context of American politics and American elections. It's great that you came to that conclusion on your own without reading these scholars and reading these political scientists. But I'm just trying to say that, like,
Well, he's had the benefit of me sitting here for a while.
you didn't.
No, but Anna, look.
Like,
now
you didn't
we're-
discover, like, this was not your discovery.
No, but Anna, look, then if that was the case, then if it was so obvious, you should have told me, Cenk, you have a 0% chance of winning.
No, but
Because you
I'm
can't.
in a bubble, Cenk. In my world, like, you have tremendous name recognition, right?
Holy shit. I live in a bubble, Anna. I live in a bubble. What a liar. They all knew. They all knew he will fail miserably. And no one told him so. Holy shit. Holy shit.
So
So can I ask you a question? So is this a prelude to announcing you're running next time?
Oh, please.
No.
I will tie your ass up in a basement. And you
What
will
are you,
not
Joe
be allowed
Biden?
to leave. Yes, yes.
But
In this
take
case,
your ass
yes.
out.
But think
Sorry.
about the branding opportunities.
No.
Okay, no. But what it does, well, let's keep that going, that depressing note, because somebody asked who will carry the torch next for progressives. Oh, boy.
Tough one.
I think the person that most closely matches the pattern or the path you're looking for would still be AOC.
She's 29. She wouldn't even be old enough to run for president next time.
Constitutional amendment.
So.
We're not going to get anything done for a while.
And you know what? I'll add on an even more depressing note.
No, how about you don't? How about you don't?
Now imagine that for whatever reason, because digital media is super hard, lights go out here. I don't want to be too self-aggrandizing. Maybe we're not that important. Maybe I'm full of shit. And every once in a while, I'll see them attack us saying, you ain't shit and you're not powerful at all. And so, I don't know.
Look, we do annoying fundraisers all the time. And I say annoying because I hate asking people for money. I hate it.
Sorry, not a great night. We did the best we could.
So did I. Thank you, everyone. This is the end of this episode of the Soyless Matt Show. Bernie Sanders doesn't have much left in the race, so there might be another mental breakdown on the Young Turks, or maybe two, he has a debate. He might not do very well there either. Please subscribe for more, and thank you for watching my show. See you later! Soyless Matt Show forever! Now with more episodes than ever before! Yes!